Hey everybody, it's Jerry. I'm going to show you a few basic tricks to feather sticking. It's really nothing to know. It's very easy to do, but you know, some people have problems with it, which is understandable because a lot of people don't use feather sticks very much. Alright, let's get her done. Alright, first of all, you the type of wood that you're going to want is some kind of soft, dry wood. Now this is not soft and it's not completely dry either. I split it down the middle and it's fairly dry inside, but the outside isn't. This is oak, and you'd probably want some type of pine or cedar or something like that. A trick to feather sticking is, you know, after it rains and stuff, you go out and everything's pretty wet. Well, most of the time the inside of it isn't. The outside may be wet, but most of the time the inside isn't, unless it's rained a few days steadily and all. Alright, let's get started. Another thing about feather sticking is your knife, the type of grind, the way you want to do this. Put your knife flat against the wood and then angle it out. You see that? See how I'm doing it? You angle it out until you get to the sharp edge. That's a very easy way to do it. After you do it quite a few times like this, you'll get used to the edge, unless you switch out your knives a lot, which is not really a good thing to do, but this is the way to figure out where your edge is. I don't know if you can see that, but you get the point anyway. Now, by doing this video, I'm not trying to say my way is right and everybody else's way is wrong. Because the way you can do it the best is pretty much the right way, for you anyway. Alright, most people, they'll start on one side and feather stick the crap out of it, and all the feathers are on one side. Well, whenever you're making a fire, a feather stick is mainly used for when you've got your kindling and all set up. It's pretty much TP'd and there's an opening inside. You strike up your feather stick, and that just goes inside there to get everything lit up, right? Well, the best thing I could think of, this is what I always use anyway, is I feather stick both sides, pretty much all the way around it, like so. Now you see how I'm kind of turning this wood little by little. I'm sort of turning this wood little by little each time I'm making a cut. And it don't have to be perfect. Like I say, this is hard wood, y'all. It's sort of not the kind of idea thing you want. But I'm turning this wood just little by little on each cut that I make. And instead of all my feather sticks being on one side, they're kind of sticking out on both sides. You see that? That way whenever I slide this feather stick back into the fire, it creates more of a fire. It spreads it out. It spreads it out more. So not only one side of your pile of kindling gets lit up, but both sides do. You can even go so far as to do the other side too, which is not a bad thing to do, but you don't really have to since it's going to be laying on the ground. Another trick is whenever you're doing your fire sticks, I know that I didn't do it right here, but you want to make the long strokes, you need a longer piece of wood. I would preferably have a piece of wood about as long as my arm, so that I could rest it onto my belly and put the other end on the ground. I could use both hands to control my knife. Then now you can make a lot longer strokes. We turn it around and do it this way so I can show you what I'm talking about. You make a lot longer strokes or cuts. Curls, whatever you want to call this. But if you've got a longer stick and you can rest one end on your belly or your chest and the other end on the ground, then you can control that knife a whole lot better. After you get your curls, as much as you think you would need, then you can concentrate on getting the really fine small ones, because you're going to need those little fine small curls whenever you start getting your fire going. I don't know if I'll be able to get a fire going like this or not, since this wood is fairly wet. But you need these little fine curls like that, unless you're using pine with, you know, fat wood or something. See what we can do here. Alright, I got the little curls lit up. See that? And then that lights up the bigger ones. And you just stuff this back into your fire, into your pile of kindling. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Hope this helps anybody, somebody. And if not, then you just need to practice more. Alright, y'all, I'll see you later. You take it easy, and I'm out of here.